It's time now for our Great Day Morning Mix. People on a flight in Northern Europe got quite the show on Monday. This is actually the view from EasyJet Flight 1806, flying over the Northern Lights. Passengers say the pilot even flew in a circle to make sure that everyone got a good view of the lights. And crew members even turned off those cabin lights so everyone could have an even better look outside to see these lights.
How gorgeous is that?
Yeah, I wondered what the airline would say, because it sounds like the pilot actually did a full circle around so everyone could have a view, and they were very positive about it. They were saying our pilots and our crew, they go above and beyond to make sure you have a great experience. But I was like, I wonder what kind of clearance he needed to do that circle and continue on his way.
How that mess, if that messed anything else up. But good for him for allowing that. But what a cool way to see. That's on like my bucket list, is to see the Northern Lights. Normally you're kind of laying there watching them.
Yeah, and they said normally they're up farther north. Iceland is where you typically think of them, but for some reason that night the UK could see it pretty well because they were headed to Manchester.
How amazing
So they did a little circle. That would be really cool.
What an awesome
to see
moment.
It from up high.
I feel bad if you are the window seat person and the other two people are like clamoring, trying to get over you.
Strangers.
Okay, a daredevil who once walked a tightrope between the Twin Towers is bringing his talents to DC for the first time. Legendary high wire artist Philippe Petit is going to perform what's being dubbed the Wonder on the Wire at the National Building Museum this month. It is set for March 23rd and 24th. Petit will walk suspended 50 feet above the Great Hall inside the beautiful National Building Museum. The public is invited to buy tickets for the first night. They start at $300. This is a fundraiser. Meantime, the second night is for students from Title I schools. And we are told, as I said, proceeds from the event will support the museum's upcoming exhibition called Building Stories.
The National Building Museum is one of my favorites.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
I went to a Easter Seals dinner thing there, and I'm like, how have I never been in this building before?
I've emceed events there, and it's so fun because it stretches so far, so you can really pack it. So if they're trying to really raise funds, I mean, there's plenty of room for people to get in. Apparently, he saw the National Building Museum years ago and always said he wanted to try to do one of his tightrope walks here. This one is authorized. He's done many unauthorized walks in the past, the World Trade Center, the Cathedral in Paris, the Notre Dame Cathedral. So this one, we know is going to happen. He's not going to lay down this rope and then walk across while security guards are chasing him.
I'm guessing it's going to be the long way, right?
I would think
because it's a long but narrow. Somewhat narrow. So I would think it would be the long way.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being under him?
I know, that would be so
please
cool.
don't follow me.
That would be really cool. All right, this morning's dose of positivity comes from Northern Virginia's own Dave Grohl. The lead singer of the Foo Fighters is proving once again why he's just as much of a rock star off the stage as he is on it. Last week, Grohl showed up at the Hope the Mission in Los Angeles. It's a shelter that helps people who are experiencing homelessness. Grohl arrived with a massive meat smoker and spent the next 16 hours cooking ribs, brisket, coleslaw, beans, just about everything.
Looks amazing.
In between barbecuing and cooking, he also took time to take pictures, sign autographs with people who were there and recognized him. In all, his massive barbecue feast helped feed around 450 guests and 50 staffers.
Dave Grohl, I mean, he always gives back to our area, but I know the DC area loves him so much, but just incredible for him to take the time to do that.
Well, the staff was saying he's a craftsman when it comes to this. Apparently, that's what he likes to do when he gets off stage. When he's done with a concert,
likes to go barbecue.
He wants to go barbecue and cook for a bunch of people. Like, he really likes to do this. So he was really particular. So he stayed, it was like a 24-hour process to make it. He stayed there overnight to make, because he's like, no, this has got to soak longer. I need it to taste good. And they all said that it was really, really amazing. And this is when they got the hail and the rain through Los Angeles. We were just talking about the bad weather they've had.
Not really barbecuing weather out there.
No.
There is a big Maryland barbecue fest where it's like a big competition. Dave, you should come.
Oh,
come
there
compete.
you go.
Like, you
really
could be out there wedding. How cool would that be for that?
Yeah.
Okay, there are 3 Bethesda-based sisters who are looking to inspire young girls to look to architecture, construction, and engineering, or ACE, for career opportunities. While interning with the construction company working at the Golden Gate Bridge at the start of COVID, the Goldstein girls, 13-year-old Emmy, 15-year-old Kenzie, and 17-year-old Sammy, noticed the lack of women involved in ACE.
And it's just something we have very little exposure to at school. Like, we see so much of the STEM fields, but we don't see the engineering, architecture, and construction side of it. And having observed it up close over the pandemic and seeing the lack of women in the field as someone who goes to an all-girls school was really something that we wanted to bring and expose to everyone else.
Oh, I love that. The girls built a team of advisors. They've launched the Build a Bridge TikTok contest. Contestants must build a bridge any way they can, and then use the TikTok with the most likes wins tickets to see Taylor Swift.
Jeez, what a prize.
The winner will be chosen on April 15th. How old do we have to be to enter this contest? Details will be on our website, WUSA9.com. Gosh, I just love seeing teen girls taking the initiative to inspire others to do something that they're passionate about.
I have a skewed vision on this because my sister's an architect, my female cousins are architects, like it's in the family.
Yeah.
So I think, oh yeah, I just see them in their hard hats all the time, but the industry still does need more women
Still
in it.
needs more
and
women.
Look at these teenagers stepping up to make sure that it happens.
Kudos to you, ladies.
Yeah.
Great job. Can you tell us how old we have to be? Because I really want this Taylor Swift
I think
tickets.
you might need some skills in
Aw,
building
darn.
architecture.
We know I don't have that.
You could talk your way through it, but that's about it.